today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. We're in the process of that kick. They'll start by running the option to the right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Not a productive opening drive, 3 and out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
It can be really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be aggressive. Let's go for it right here and try and turn our fortune around.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Murray going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals hit 4 and 6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. On the counter, Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabari Zuniga. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. That's taken on the 25. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. Quick slant. Caught by Moore.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Called on a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Up the middle, Ingram. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Trey McBride, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go with the option. Coming right. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Down to about the 23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. And they run with Edwards off the option. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The football going back over to Arizona now. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ingram again. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him. Giving him much space, a loss results there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Murray now.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Ravens offense back out there. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Ingram again.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Keontae Ingram with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards go up by 2 touchdowns.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson yet again targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's got his tight end, McBride. As they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Murray goes right back to McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Murray now on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Broncos locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Michael Thomas, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the draw, this is Ingram. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. First down, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw again on second down. Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the Murray, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jabari Zuniga able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Murray. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 74 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead. and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashard Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Cardinals football, Marquise Brown back out now with the Arizona offense. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 59 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
second down, Ingram. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
The Ravens ready to take over. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and
don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They give to Ingram up the middle.
Down to about the 23.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Up the middle, Ingram. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ingram again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that would happen.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Keontae Ingram
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing is Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marco Wilson.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cards, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take